I'm going to try and make a nice little Groot planter today. This has just come off my 3D printer. I'm gonna clean it up, and then we're gonna just try and give it a nice paint job and get it ready as a gift for someone. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so this is all cleaned up of all the support material. I'm going to try and, before I prime this, I'm going to try and just smooth out some of these print lines because I really want the grain on him to be going vertical. So I'd like to just take some of this roughness out, give it a little bit of a sand, maybe smooth it out with some acetone, and then we can move on to doing some painting. Well, I think this is good for now. I need to let this dry. I need to let all the acetone evaporate away. So I'll come back tomorrow and give it a bit of paint. But this is where we are at now. You can see that with coating it with acetone and then brushing in the direction I want, it's given it a bit more of a smooth appearance. You can really not even see the layer lines along the face, which is really sort of where I wanted it. You can see a little bit still along the side, but I think once this is painted, it will look really, really quite nice without any sanding. So there we go. We'll leave that as is and come back to it tomorrow. All right. It's the next day. This is all nice and dry. These key areas where I don't want to see as much of the print lines, it looks like we're in a pretty good spot. I'm going to give it a coat with primer. Once that's dry, I think I'll then give it a coat with a base coat of brown, and then we'll try and do some actual painting on it. it's looking, well, it's nice and dry now. I've touched up just a couple areas underneath that needed it. And so now I'm going to try and put down a base coat of probably acrylic paint. So I don't have the right color spray paint here, so I'm going to see whether I can mix up some, I don't know, some burnt umber and something, I don't know, titanium white or something, and see what we can do to get a lighter base color, so that we can then maybe try and just do some weathering. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. Anyways, gonna try and paint this. First time painting a 3D print, so I have no idea how this is gonna go. So I believe I've got this in a spot where I'm pretty happy with it. All that's really left, I believe, is to get a plant. Now, I happen to have a bunch of these, and it just so happens that it fits perfectly into the head there. So I'm going to go and find a suitable sized succulent to go in one of these. My daughter's been planting them all over the place at our house. And so I'm gonna go find one, put it in this and we'll come back and hopefully I'll be able to have this ready to go. This is the first time painting a 3D print, first time actually taking something through to completion. Couple things to note that I learned on this. The smoothing, this is an ABS print, so smoothing it with a stiff paintbrush and some acetone meant that I didn't even need to do any sanding really to clean up the face. You can see just the slightest bit of striation there, the layers of the 3D print, but for the amount of post-processing that I did, you can really not see very much. So the acetone brushing worked really well. I used a primer that sticks to plastic really well, and then I used just standard acrylic paints. And then I tried to use some weathering with a wire brush just to try and knock off some of the highs and expose some of the base coats. And overall, I think I'm really quite happy with the way that this turned out. And hopefully the little succulents in the back will have a nice spot to grow. So there it is, very first project. And I'm actually really happy with it. I will see you all next time.